Hey guys, welcome to the video. Just wanted to do a quick introduction and let you know that I just fixed my fireplace. This is a Heatmaster unit. It does have a thermocoupler and a thermopile, and ultimately what it took for me to fix it was a combination of using a little sandpaper, using a vacuum, as well as using some compressed air, and I truly think the compressed air is what fixed it. But regardless, let's go through some steps, and I hope this helps any homeowner get their fireplace fixed and saves you some money. What's up, guys? Welcome to a Christmas edition of BT Willis Garage. So today I realized my fireplace isn't working, and let me tell you what I figured out so far. The main reason why this isn't working is to be determined, but you and I are going to help figure that out. So far what I've realized is that the pilot light will light, the igniter strikes it, it turns blue as I'm holding my hand on the pilot igniter switch. So as soon as I let off that switch, 50% of the time the pilot will stay on for a little bit. The other half of the time it goes straight out. So it tells me that I've got some corrosion, most likely on the thermocoupler that's back behind these logs. I have been able to manually turn it to on and get it to come on 2 out of the 5 times I've messed with it so far for 5 minutes apiece. So that does tell me that, that it's working to an extent, but the flame does go from full on to off immediately after 5 or 10 seconds of it being on. So step 1 is going to be to remove your logs and turn off your gas, and we're going to go ahead and do that now. So I haven't turned the gas off yet, but I want to replicate the problem on camera, and I've got a little flashlight hanging up there for some extra light. So I'm going to turn on the pilot. Right about here, you're going to see a spark. See it? I'm going to hold the pilot. Until it lights. So as you can see, the pilot's staying lit on its own. We're going to let that warm up for a minute. Alright, so that's been on for about a minute. It's starting to warm up. And what I know, let me get this flashlight down, is that when I turn it on to on, it's going to turn on and look good for about 5, maybe 10 seconds and abruptly turn off. I'm going to let you guys see that. So I'm not touching anything, not messing with any switches. There we go. So obviously we've got a safety mechanism that's kicking in. Let me get this back to off and preventing us from being able to keep our fire on. So I'm going to clean up this coupler, and I'm going to grab a piece of steel wool to do that after it cools down. So I've got myself a little piece of steel wool. Get my magnetic flashlight back up. And it might be a little bit hot still. That's a good flashlight. Look at that magnetic, woo! That thing is righteous. So I'm just rubbing right on this piece that's directly in the flame to see if we can't clean it up a little bit. Alright, so now that you've got that steel wool and kind of roughed things up, got them back into good shape, what you're going to do is take any vacuum cleaner you have accessible to you. I've got just this Dyson cordless, and you're going to get right up on that thermocoupler on the bottom and the top and try to get all the spider webs and try to get all that steel wool metal that may have connected to the magnet off of there. So go ahead and spend some time and get in each and every corner. And now that that's done, it may take some wiping off. Again, if you've got any steel wool left behind, make sure that that comes off of that striker, but we should get a much more natural pilot light now. All right, so since the steel wool vacuuming, cleaning up didn't work, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some compressed air
If you've got a air compressor, like a pancake compressor or a small compressor, whoops, sorry, just put a needle on the end, and I want you to blow out the hole that you can see right there. There's a little hole right at the burner, and I want you to blow that out. And I just did mine. We're about to test it out. I think I may have fixed it. All right, so I've got it on pilot, holding it down, pressing the starter. The flame has lit and looks way more stabilized. You can kind of hear that it's not crackling. I'm gonna let go. It's staying on. We're gonna go to on. Look at that. Watch out. There it is. Perfect. Well, I hope you got yours fixed too, guys. I appreciate you watching, and if this helped you fix your problem, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We appreciate it. Y'all have a good Christmas. Be awkward if this wasn't Christmas when you were watching this, wouldn't it? See you later.